Sigur held meetings with Prime Minister Kim Jong-il and Foreign Minister Chow Kwang-soo during his three-day visit to Seoul. Apart from giving support to their recent move towards democracy, he briefed the Koreans on his recent talks in Moscow. There, he'd asked the Soviets to use their influence to allow North Korea to accept a proposal for them to stage part of next year's Olympic Games. Meanwhile, students at Manyang University in eastern Seoul covered part of the campus road with an American flag in protest at Sigur's visit and the continuing presence of American troops in their country. Students going in and out had to trample over it, almost like a ritualistic dance. But this time, the protest was peaceful, in contrast to the violent demonstrations that have taken place on Korean campuses over the past weeks.
The Assistant Secretary of State spent 3 days in South Korea meeting all sides in the political crisis. Kim Young-sam leads the main opposition party and is a possible future president of South Korea. He and Sigur met for more than an hour to discuss the country's internal problems. Sigur told political leaders that America firmly supports the move to democracy in the country. Kim may have sought assurances that the current visit to America by the leader of the ruling party, Roh Tae-woo, was not a sign of United States support. Sigur made it clear that opposition leaders would also be welcome. Kim Dae, another leading opposition figure on Mr. Sigur's agenda, recently joined forces with Kim Young-sam to present a united front against the government. These high-profile meetings with the opposition were certain to attract intense press interest. But Mr. Sigur also made a point of meeting government officials. He said the meetings had all been useful. He would report back to President Reagan and Secretary of State George Shultz that the South Korean people were strongly behind the move to democracy.